Hello world. An important question for each interview and most repeated questions too. So greatest common divisor of two numbers. So simple and very easy question, so we can solve it. Actually, I am having two numbers and my output is 3. If I take 15, what are the basic things you need to do is that just write the two numbers here, 15 and 12. If the first step you need to do is that find the minimum element of two numbers. What is the minimum element of two numbers? 12 is the minimum element, right? So 12. You just write the remaining elements till 1. Okay, if you write 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So I have written the numbers from which is nothing but the minimum number of two numbers, and from that minimum number I have written until 1. So after this what you need to do is that you just take the first number, which is 12. If you take this 12, you should divide these two numbers. Okay, if you divide these two numbers, you check the remainder. If you divide with 15, the remainder will be 3, right? If you divide 12 with 12, the remainder will be 0. How the output becomes 3 is that you just need to check one by one number. If you divide it, you just need to have 0 on both the hand. So if it is 0 on both the side, then that answer is that element. So this is the basic concept and you need to program for this question only. So you just take one by one element and you need to divide both the numbers, and if you get 0 on both the hand, then return that element as output. So okay, if I take it 12, so if the remainder is both sides are 0, then you can return 12. There is no 0 on the hand of 15. So I just skip this 12 and I go with another number. Okay, I just take 11. Here I am just writing 11, here also 11. Here the remainder is 4 and here the remainder is 1. Definitely not. So I am just skipping away. So if you see this concept, you can easily do that. You just take what are all the numbers here, wait. Here I am just writing 12, 11. You just simply can say that from here if you see what are the numbers that will divide 15. So clearly 5 and 3. These are the two numbers that will divide 15 and give the remainder as 0. Okay, it will completely divide the 15. So other numbers will surely not divide. So okay, and then if you take 12, what are all the numbers that will divide 12 and gives the remainder 0? So 12 will do, and then 4, and then 3 and 2 and 6 also will do, right? These are the numbers will give remainder 0 when if it is dividing the element 12. So I'm just writing here for 15, you just go with this flow. So this is order. Why? Because you just need to have a greatest common divisor. So that's why we are going with descending order. So from here if you go now, for 15 you will be having 5 and 3. Only these elements, when divisible by these elements, the remainder will be 0. Okay, and then for 12 you will be having 12, 6, 4, 3 and 2. The concept is if you're going in this, which elements comes first? Here only two elements, we can start from that. Okay, if you 5 is having in 12, it's not having, so I'm just erasing 5. If 3 is having, yes, surely it is having there, so the answer is 3. Hope you guys all understood. So in this way only the answer is came. So in another way I will be telling you. So I'm just taking 12, it's not divisible by both 15 and 11. If you're going with 11 also, it cannot be done. If you're going with 10 also, it cannot be done. 9, 8, 7 also, it cannot be done. 6, if you take 6, here what you will remainder you will be getting now? You will be getting remainder as 3. So 6 2s are 12 and then remainder will be 3. If you are dividing 12 with 6, you will get the remainder 0, but here you are not getting the remainder 0. So and if you are going with 5, what will happen? If you are going with 5, here remainder will be 0. 5 3s are 15, remainder will be 0, but here what it comes, the remainder will be 2. So surely you will not be getting. And for 4 what you will be getting, and if you divide by 4, here remainder will be 4 3s are 12 and the remainder will be 3. Here 4 3s are 12 and the remainder will be 0. And when you go with 3, 5 3s are 15 and the remainder will be 0. 4 3s are 12 and the remainder will be 0. So the answer is 3. So for this only you need to program. So shall we start programming? Okay, now it's greatest common divisor programming. Actually you just need to get two inputs, right? A is equal to integer input, B is equal to the same. I got two inputs and what I need to do is that, actually as I said, I need to find the minimum of two numbers for I range of minimum of A comma B. Okay, actually I can store this in some place, like here I can store M is equal to minimum of A comma B. I need to start with M and I needs to go until 1. So why? Because I need to go until 1, so I am mentioning 0 and I am mentioning -1 to go in a negative order. So if I print I, what I will get, see actually here I am mentioning first value. Okay, I am just running this, what I get, 20 I am giving as input and 10 I am giving as input, then I need to have 10 to 1, right? Okay, 10 to 1 I am getting, so it's right. Okay, the next step is, what is that? I need to check whether this I divides both A and B, right? So if A modulus I double equal to 0 and B modulus I double equal to 0, if it is 0, I just need to print the value of I and I need to break. Okay, I'm just running it. So I'm just giving the input as 15 and 12. So I get the output as 3. Okay, hope you guys are understood this question. So once again I'm mentioning here, actually I just need to run from minimum of AB. Okay, minimum of AB, and I'm just going till 0. Why I'm mentioning -1 is that I need to go with negative order. If I didn't mention this -1, it will not start the for loop. Okay, if A modulus I equal to 0 and also B modulus I equal to 0, which means this I value divides both A and B and that gives the remainder as 0, then I need to print the I value and I need to break it. So why? Because I'm giving break is that if I didn't break this, it will return all these values which I was dividing. So okay, I've give 15 and 12. So it returns 3 and 1. Okay, I just need the maximum, which is nothing but greatest common divisor. So I need to stop it. Okay, thanks for watching this video.